got the cigars lit. View right here. Had to get the pocket glizzy. It's literally Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I'll take that. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Another day. We're gonna hit up some more museums. We got Royal Palace, Royal Armory. We're going to the Army Museum first. We're in the metro. It's pretty nice. I think this is like brand new. It's got that new train station smell. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for our train and get going. Just hopped off the metro, taking this huge escalator. All right, we are about to walk into the Army Museum. Hopefully they don't try to recruit me to the Swedish military. I'm gonna tell them I'm not eligible. But it's a little gloomy today, raining. But that's not gonna stop us from doing what we want to do, like going to the military museum. So this is it. The gate was pretty cool. It's got like gold stuff on it. I thought it was like Parliament or something for a second. At first glimpse, we have their entire arsenal of like cannons, probably from a long time ago. They got them all lined up. There's a big one right here. All right, we're going into the Krieg exhibit. What the fuck? It's literally Planet of the Apes. Since the dawn of man, humans have fought each other over anything. Damn, those are like lethal spots. That's Hiroshima right there. Ooh. Ooh. These are weapons. All types of them. Where's the one from Haiti? Alright, here we got some real flags. I'm not sure whose flags they are, but just, you know, Clash of Clans, old clans. So here we got a gun with 20 barrels. And then we also have a gun that looks like it's probably 10 feet long. Holy shit. Another one that's a little bit shorter. That's crazy. This is your average war general in 1600. Yeah, I'll take that. Thanks, buddy. This dude caught his opposition. He said a snipe. Took his nose off. All right, y'all, I spotted it. This is the tiny gun from Battlefield 1. It's about, for reference, it's about the size of like 2 or 3 of my fingers. You gotta like, that's cute. All right, y'all, we got all the cool modern guns here. This is the Call of Duty loadout right here. This is the build your loadout screen. Pick your poison. I shot one of those. I highly recommend anyone shoot that. It's amazing. I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay, just finished the Military Army Museum. I'm gonna rate that a 10 out of 10. They did a good job. We decided to walk to the palace. We're out in public. It was raining earlier, but now it's not. It's just cold and a little gloomy. I think this is I don't know what you would call this area, but it's the big port side. The big port side. Yup, ferry dock is what John Michael said it was.
I'm guessing.
And despite it being cold and a Tuesday, there's still a lot of people out here, so I guess that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yep. Alright, we're lost. And not really lost, but we're in a random weird location I'm not familiar with. So then I started singing Lost by Frank Ocean to fit the situation, because, you know, that's how it should go. Speaking of the ferry, we're going to try to take a ferry to Grinda Peninsula, I think it's, or Archipelago is what it's called, or Grunda, something like that.
First time.
Hmm?
Yeah, right the first time.
Grinda? I don't know. We're gonna go there. Alright, y'all, we arrived at some big building we presume is the palace. We didn't really check, so we are making big assumptions. Oh, I think this is it, but they're not letting people in. No, it's because we're peasants. They're not gonna let us in. But we're gonna figure out how to get in, y'all. Alright, stay tuned. So we can't get in, so we're walking. We were going out to bars and stuff at night. All the young people, they thought it was so funny that we were from the U.S. They just kept doing the New Yorker impression. They're like, "Hey, I'm walking here. Come on, where's my pizza?" They just kept doing that. Yeah, and then this other dude was like, "Gabagoo," and I was like, "Dude, that's from The Sopranos. Come on." But yeah, that's the end of my story. Okay, guys, we made it to the palace. We're in the armory, so we're gonna see what they got. Okay, this is just, so far the impression is all like the swag armor from the kings, the royal families. Yeah. Dude, they gave them guns. See how pull up with them guns. Keep talking shit. This is awesome. It's a golden knight suit. Wow. So we got the helmet. The holy grenade. This is the holy grenade. I'll tear you up. Alright, y'all, we are in the carriage room. This is the real deal. This one's bigger than a limo. We got the royal sled here. Got for those winter days. Okay, we just finished the Royal Armory. I gotta give that one also an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, good 8 out of 10.
It was more like quality over quantity thing. A lot of royal armors, like gold and all the expensive stuff that normal people can't get. But they preserved a lot of it, which is cool. They even had a horse in there stuffed from 1600s. Preserved horse. Must have been a really good horse to get to, stuffed and immortalized. Alright, y'all, I was hyped for the Royal Palace, but it turns out they close in an hour. It's 4 o'clock, they close at 5. The guy recommends we spend at least 2 hours here to get the full experience, so we're gonna go get food now. I go to this place called Snaps. Apparently they got good food. I'm gonna try to get the most Swedish thing I can possibly get. Alright, we're gonna start the video off today with light at the end of the tunnel. Made it to Old Town, I think it's what it's called. We're gonna be heading to the Royal Palace. We're gonna try it again because the last time we tried to go yesterday, they told us not to because we're not gonna get a bang for our buck. So the goal today is Royal Palace, and then we're gonna go to the world's largest gaming center. It's called Space Gaming. So it's also raining and gloomy out, so I'm not gonna record a lot outside. But I'll see you at the palace. We made it again. This time, it's the real deal. We're gonna get to see crowns, royal apartments, antiques. All right, so we're gonna see it all. 500 years of royal excellence in Sweden. 50 years of the king's reign. You name it. We've already seen the weapons, so we might not highlight the weapons so much today. It might just be more like the decadence of the royal family. All right, we decided to go into the treasury first. It's the real deal. We've seen like 4 of these already. It's like the same thing. He was like, yeah, I want this. We're gonna keep the drip going. There's some old crowns. That's a prestige 10 of them right there. Okay, that was pretty much it. Kind of underwhelming, but it was still cool. But I feel like, as a royal palace, you probably should have more treasure in general. But pretty dope, I guess. Couple crowns, couple swords, nice robe. Okay, we're entering the royal apartments before we enter the royal hall. Beautiful, decadent. Plenty of carvings. However, they definitely didn't have Michelangelo come and paint the ceiling. But I'm assuming the king would sit here and yell at people, and then all of his followers would listen to him. And then his royal court would be like right there. They all got the same emblems, but I don't know. This guy only looks like a prestige 2. Everyone else is like prestige 10. So their accolades and numbers for stuff that they may or may not have done. They just make shit up just to look cool. Kind of like Kim Jong-un. So these dudes really like their emblems. And we wore a lot of them. This guy right there. Okay, we found the mini throne room. This is where many decisions are made. Yeah, the big decisions are for the big throne room, obviously. Yeah. You peasants wouldn't know anything about that. Alright, my impressions have changed a little bit. So the treasure room had like probably the most valuable stuff there because it's the most valuable, but throughout the whole palace they got a lot of crazy stuff just laying around. And the rooms are pretty cool and very decorated. What they did too is they preserved a lot of the older rooms, so you can kind of like see how it looked. And then they had a couple newer rooms because the monarchy still exists here, and they kind of showed a more modern look of what the royal Swedes would how they would live. Okay, we're headed to the guest apartments. This is where the guest royalty would stay. It has to be just as special and royal as for the king himself. This is what a royal apartment would look like. Walking through here. Of course, you have plenty of space to relax and stretch out. Yep. Walking in. Yep. First thing, you need the phone. Just in case you need to make a phone call. There was some dude asking a staff worker, they're like, can the king just like stay here if he wants to? And she's like, yeah, he's the king. Oh, sorry, that was the guest bedroom. This is the main bedroom right here. My bad. Sorry. So we got 2 beds right here. That almost is like a bed itself. Alright, here's all the knickknacks and antiques. I mean, back in the day, this stuff was probably pretty cool and unique, but now it looks like a Goodwill like shelf. It's like a Goodwill selection. Yes, King Harold. Antiques for the antique lovers. I'm not really big on antiques, but I know people like them a lot. Like, they'll spend all their money on it. I remember I used to go to Goodwill and I just buy like cool looking things, put it on eBay. I sold all of them. People would just buy that, just buy the stuff. And to most people, you think it's dumb, but to other people, it's like a collectible. This is the other dining room. Yep. See? Ready? Boom. Just picture it. Boom. This place is pretty fancy. Apparently the king still comes here. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I feel like he has his own secret headquarters now. He can just go hang out at. I don't know why he would come to this like old building. This is more like a symbolic thing at this point. This is kind of cool. Okay, this is just to show off. Like, there's no purpose to this whatsoever. It's like a filler room. This is a filler room. They really like their religion here. I wonder what the peasants lived like. They should have like a peasant museum too. They like convert like an old house or a shack back into like a peasant shack. So that was the royal apartments, or at least one royal apartment. I'm gonna leave a 5-star review, so hopefully the king sees this and he'll invite me to stay in one of the apartments. Yeah. So I put a 5-star review on Airbnb and Yelp. See if we'll hook it up. So I think we're done with the palace. Impressions, I'm pretty impressed, I gotta say. That's pretty much it. So it's a castle, you know. We're gonna get all the castle stuff. So we're gonna head to the gaming, world's biggest gaming cafe. Okay, today we're going to Gröna Lund. It's the oldest amusement park in all of Sweden, built in 1880. It's probably a lot more modern now, but still one of the oldest. So it's pretty much, think of like Six Flags Great America, but a little bit smaller. We can't get in there until 4. So to pass the time, we're gonna go to the Shipwreck Museum and look at shipwrecks. We got pre-game the amusement park. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna see a lot of wrecked ships get wrecked. Okay guys, we're getting really close to Gröna Lund. Super busy out today. 1, because the weather's nice and it's been bad the last 2 days and raining. 2, it's a holiday here. It's called like Ascension Day or Blood Day or something. I don't know what that is, but everyone's got the day off. That's how the Europeans do it. If it's a holiday, they actually get the day off. Not like in America, they just pretend. Like we don't even get Labor Day off in America. That's the whole point of Labor Day. Anyways, we're gonna go ride the rides and see what it's all about. I'm just gonna assume everyone's here for Gröna Lund, and that's it. Yeah, we just passed the ferry that we're gonna take tomorrow. We're gonna go to the island that JP recommended called, I'm gonna butcher this, so don't get mad at me. Called Hamla. It's spelled like Fjader, something like that.
Like the dot with the 2 O's.
Yeah.
With the two dots.
Anyway, we're gonna go there tomorrow, and we're gonna see what that's all about. And that'll wrap up our Stockholm trip. Yeah, we're probably gonna get ice cream and definitely a corn dog. This is what their menu looks like. I've never had no type of European corn dog before. Tortilla with 2 dots, there's a double glizzy in there, and then they put stuff in it. So I'm gonna get one of those. We're gonna compare it to the American corn dogs. I guarantee you it'll still taste better. I haven't had one thing other than fried chicken that like everything that I've eaten here has been better than anything in the U.S. besides fried chicken. Americans got that down good. Got that down real good. Okay, I got this, but this entire wooden pier here, like 3 days ago, was under construction. This whole thing was like full of people, probably like 40 dudes working on this, trying to like fix it and get it ready. And now it's open like 3 days later. I've never seen some shit. Really, I've never seen it get done that quickly before. It was impressive. They had like 10 dudes for each thing: electrical, plumbing, woodworking, all that, everything. Crazy. All right, y'all, it's happening. We're entering the museum to the musée. What the fuck? Oh, Blackbeard ship, the legendary ship from Assassin's Creed 4. It's pretty epic, actually. All right, we're gonna go in and get a closer look. All right, ready? Holy moly! So yeah, this is what they based the Assassin's Creed 4 ship on when you first start the game and you get to upgrade it. That's what it was based off of. Oh shit! So we're back where we started, but now we're down below on the bottom floor versus up top over there. But yeah, the ship's pretty big. So imagine one of these pulls up. Actually, imagine like 100 of these pull up. What are you gonna do? You gotta have a fight, you know, or just not. And then each one of these cannon holes right here has line heads on them, which is pretty cool. I think in total it had 7 sails, all in different angles. So you can 20. Okay, at 20, my bad. At 20. Over there's where the captain sat, because that's where the cool people hang out. Here's another shot. This is what the deck would look like. So apparently it sailed 100 feet off out of the harbor and then sank. Meters, feet, same thing. Alright, so we just watched a video that pretty much explained when the ship was built, how it was built, and why it capsized. And to sum it up, in the early 1600s, the king wanted the ship done, but they've never built a ship with 2 gun decks. So all of their ship makers, they made it too narrow, and there wasn't enough ballast to keep the ship afloat, so it capsized. That's pretty much it. And they salvaged it. I don't know when they salvaged it, but here it is. Yeah, maybe like 2 years later. But yeah, it is humongous. This is my hand for reference, and that's how big it is. So we were slightly misled. We thought the shipwreck museum would have like other ships. It is solely based off of this ship. But that's okay. Still pretty cool. All right, y'all. We stopped at the closest possible restaurant to eat before we're able to get into Gronaland. Michael ordered a smash burger, and I got some type of pizza, a flatbread pizza, and it's got shrimp, some type of mayo, cream cheese, and like I think zucchini and greens. It is amazing, I gotta say. 10 out of 10. All right, we're about to walk into Gronaland. It looks, oh, it's windy. Block that. It looks pretty modest compared to Six Flags. I think my guess is we're gonna be able to knock it out in like 2 hours. Easy 2 hours, we got it. But we'll see what happens. Okay, we made it into Gronaland. We're gonna go on the craziest thing they got first, probably that, and then yeah, see what happens. It's way more lit than Six Flags. The vibe here is a lot more, I'd say, happier. Six Flags is like a little depressing because it's like ultra capitalism and everything's all spread out. So maybe it seems better here just because everything's more compact. So I'm trying to look for the restroom, but I don't think that exists here. It's closed, god damn it. All right, despite this place being packed, we're able just to walk right into the biggest roller coaster. Nah, there's no line. Okay, we just got off the Monster. What do you think of the Monster?
It's pretty good.
Alright, I thought it was pretty good too. For it being so small and like compact, you go really fast and go on tight corners. I give it like a 10 out of 10 for Grona Lund. We're gonna go on the next one. We're gonna go on this one. Yeah. I think that's it.
Oh, that's the one over there.
Let's see what happens. All right, so we finished Grona Lund, walked to the metro. We're about to head back to the house, have a smoke, maybe a beer or two. Final thoughts and opinions on Grona Lund. It was really good. It was really fun. I give it like a 10 out of 10. So there wasn't a lot of rides, but the rides they did have were actually pretty intense, and they weren't like super short, but it was like short but sweet. It's the best way I could put it. Yeah, and then it was like 3 intense rides, and then a bunch of like kiddie ride, like mild rides, and then there was like kiddie rides too. Orby Central right here. Overall, yeah, 10 out of 10 experience. Would do it again. Okay, it is our last day in Stockholm, guys. So we got to make a bang out of it. Do the most. So today's goals so far, we grabbed a box of cigars.
Oh.
All right, what do we go with for today?
We got the, let's see, Alonso Menendez.
We learned our lesson from, if you watched the last video, we're talking about our problem, how we're smoking too many cigars and we're spending too much money. So
Problem solved.
we've solved the problem. We got a whole case. Special shout out to JP. This man sent us cigar money. He heard our troubles. He came to help us out. Thank you.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Yes. We are also going to the archipelago. I can't pronounce the name. It was like Forgilahorma, something like that. So we're gonna go do that. And then we also got to send our postcard out to Javi, which is what we're doing right now. Also, John Michael smashed the shit out of his phone, so we're getting it fixed right now. And after that, I think we're gonna call Stockholm a wrap. All right, y'all. We just mailed out the postcard. John Michael's getting his phone fixed. We're chilling in a cafe. We're eating. I got me a barbecue chicken bagel. Kind of went to town on it already, but trust me, it's delicious. And this dude got a ham sandwich. As soon as John Michael's phone's fixed, I think that's everything off our itinerary for today. We even got the cigars. Shout out to JP again. You're the man. So after that, we're gonna go down to like the port area, and we're gonna take a ferry to Söderholm. All right, y'all. It's a nice day and it's busy out, so I'm gonna show you some footage of just walking around downtown Stockholm, kind of get a feel for it. made it in the nick of time. Showed up to the ferry location. The line is humongous. All right, y'all. They overbooked the ferry by a lot. They just let everybody on. They didn't even care how many people are on here. So we got to stand up. And this place is a packed house. Away. I don't know how far it is, but we'll get there eventually, and it should be fun. Okay, y'all, we made it to the island. I'm gonna stop trying to butcher the name. Not really sure what to expect, so we're just gonna walk around and figure it out. So I think right here with the dock, there's a lot of restaurants and bars. What I'm curious to see is they got like a beach or like some like chill area you could chill. So we're gonna go this way, see what's up. So yeah, to recap, they literally overstuffed the shit out of that ferry. Like every seat was full, and then like every aisle was just people standing in like the walking path. But anyways, it was a short ride, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Honest, island just gives me like Camp Onaway vibes. If you know, you know. Yep. Well, we're gonna find a spot to relax and smoke. I think that's the goal.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, let's go that way. All right.
I saw the map.
All right, guys, we found a spot. We're secluded. We're in the sun. There's not a lot of wind, which is perfect for smoking. This is the unboxing. Oh. This is our first cigar box we've ever purchased. I don't know what that is.
I gotta investigate that in a minute. All right, here's what we're looking at.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
We got 25 and them bad boys. Now, they might not be the highest quality, but that's okay because we're kind of on a budget. But they're still good. They're still great though.
Oh.
Thank you. All right. From what I know, the guy said this is actually a Brazilian tobacco, which is kind of the reason why I wanted it. I've never tried a Brazilian tobacco. All right.
Spicy in there.
So we got the cigars lit. All right, this is the setting. We're on a rock, perched on a beautiful view right here. It's pretty much like being in the Caribbean, same thing. So now we're gonna give you the full review. Okay, now that I can see, first overall impression, it's a very sweet cigar, sweet tobacco. It's not like artificially sweet, I think just the tobacco blend is sweeter than normal. The wrapper is okay. I've seen better, but it's okay. A lot of stems, but yeah, but it's a mild and sweet is the best way I can put it. I've never heard of the Alonso Mendez brand, so I'll have to look into it. But we always like to try something different, try something new. So it took us a while in the cigar shop to decide on a box because that's a big decision, you know. We're buying like 20 to 25 cigars, and it costs a lot. So you know, if you pick the wrong cigar, you don't like it, then you're kind of out of luck, you know. So it took us a while to figure it out, but we settled on this one. It seemed pretty legit, and I'm not disappointed yet. All right, so this is my little cigar rant. So in 2018, apparently, Sweden banned all public smoking, which is crazy, because when we first arrived here in Stockholm, we were like, hey, let's go find a cigar lounge, you know, go chill out, smoke a cigar. Every single cigar shop is members only, so it's all very exclusive. And I thought, that's kind of, you know, pretentious. Like, why would every shop be member only? I finally asked today, and the dude is like, because you can't smoke in public, and there's a lot of rules and regulations. Very weird. Also, with alcohol, it's also state managed. So if you buy alcohol from a grocery store, if you buy alcohol from any store that's not the state-run liquor store, it has a maximum alcohol percentage of 3.5%. And then if you want to get like the good stuff, you have to go to the state-run liquor store, and I forgot what it's called, and they have weird hours. But yeah, they got a monopoly on smoking and drinking, which is dumb. So we pretty much explored the whole island. We explored the whole island. We got a couple beers. That's pretty much about it. It's a pretty tiny island. Since we booked our ticket really late, excuse me, we couldn't book our departure. We didn't get to pick a good departure time, so we have to wait here for, I think, 4 hours. So right now we're sunbathing. Okay, we had to stop. Had to get the pocket glizzy, the French hot dog. We're gonna see what's all about. It's pretty much just a bun with a hot dog shoved in. Thank you. So a bun, the hot dog shoved in it.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all, we're halfway through it. I gotta say, it's better than the American hot dog and the corn dog. He's done. He gobbled the glizzy. I'm taking my time. But I gotta say, it's definitely better than the regular hot dogs and corn dog. I just wish there was more ketchup and mustard in it. So now we're gonna hit the metro, grocery store, and then go chill for the rest of the day. We gotta be up at like 5 a.m. tomorrow. This is my final thoughts on Stockholm. Pretty cool city. Took us like less than a week to figure it out, kind of get the vibe, kind of maneuver. We did most of the stuff in it already. Now, I don't know. On a 1 through 10 scale, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's solid.
The food was okay. It was a blend of like Scandinavian and American and other stuff like that. What? There's a lot of activities to do, at least when it's warm. I don't know how it is over here in winter. Probably not good. Yeah, it's like Wisconsin bad. I don't know. I enjoyed my time here. Shout out to Wilhelm. Shout out to JP coming in clutch. And on to the next one.